Welcome back, everyone. This is big. I don't want anybody out there to say I did not tell you, I didn't warn you. We are going to dig into the XRP price prediction. Look at the technical analysis for XRP. Are we going to 450? Are we going to 250? What's it looking like? Because we're kind of in the middle there. We got a lot of things on the positive streaks that we're looking for, but there are some negatives out there we are dealing with as we speak. Do not lose any direction when it comes to some of these negatives as well. So the strategy continues, the little DCAing in until we get into a full position. I took a nice step forward yesterday, but was it too early? Was it a little too quick? Should I have waited? We don't know, man. The technicals will kind of give me the direction I need, but man, those reversals can be nasty. I'll tell you what I'm looking for, what I'm expecting, and we'll see if it happens here. But before we get into it, first link down below is over to the webinar. If you have not done the webinar, it's on the house. We got the spots open for you today. You can go in there and learn the 4-step framework for successful technical analysis. You want to learn how to learn the technicals from a national champion coach slash teacher. That's me. This is how you do it. No cost. First link down below. And the second link down below does get you over to the Patreon. And in the Patreon, I have code NEW, N-E-W, will save you 50% at checkout. It's not automatic. You got to put it in at checkout for a couple of days here. You can save 50% off. If you'd like to do that, go ahead, click that link. I put it down here. Code NEW, boom, boom, boom. And of course, Moo take advantage of their opportunity to get a little bit of NVIDIA stock there. It's a pretty good deal, but you got to use my link. Now, let's dig into what we're seeing. All right, so at the time of making this video, I'm going to go over to XRP. I want to talk XRP today. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Now, you got the 5 coming up over the 50. Real nice move right here, right? So I keep giving you the daily updates, what I'm looking for. And I did think that it would be possible to come back down, hit the 50, and have it's what I call the trampoline play. I've seen it a lot. You're finally starting to break back above. The 5's coming up. Man, I love this play. I'll probably even buy more as we come down and tease the 50 EMA here. I got to tell you bluntly, I'm long, and I believe in XRP long. So getting in at this price, anything in the 2s, I have no problem with, all right? Of course, we want this to go higher. I can't tell you if it will or if it won't. Only the crypto gods out there and the whales will control what happens, the SEC, the government, all that and more. For now, we are downward. We're downward movement, but it looks like, and I'm not sure, but it looks like we're finally starting to have a little bit of movement here in the right direction. And I love seeing that, I love seeing a little bit of movement on these big green candles here in the right direction. Is that how it's going to stay? I don't know. We'll find out as we go forward. Boom, boom, boom. You can see this little channel here just kind of working its way up. A little bit of magic there after this long channel down. Now, what I'm afraid of and what we don't want to see, and that's why I said don't tell me I didn't warn you, is you have this channel down, then you have an up channel, and then you can have another channel down. And so we're still in the middle of September. So being in the middle of September, we know that the Fed and the Treasury's still taking liquidity out of the economy, out of everything, out of the markets to replenish their checking account. I've been warning about that for a while. It's still not done. It'll be done by the end of this month, but they continue to do that. And that still is a headwind. So if we can make some movement up, that's great. I'm playing what I see. What I see is we got above the 50. I told you if we got above the 50, I'm going to start buying bigger chunks. We got above the 50. Now we're actually starting to come down a little bit, but I thought we'd actually hit the 50 and bounce. What we want to break, obviously, $3. I've been telling you $3 is the number I've been looking at. A confirmation above $3. I feel good. So for those saying, what are you going to do? Well, I'll show you my portfolio. Right now, this is based off of yesterday. This is after yesterday. So today, I'll be looking to do more moves. If you want to go ahead and see what I'm doing to take this and turn it into hopefully 10, come on over, hit the subscribe button. and follow along. I'm going to give you the answers to the test. Hopefully, they're all correct. So far, so good. The only thing, it's hit me as expected, a little bit of crypto damage down here, but that's okay. Remember, I'm up over 200,000 in the last 7 to 8 weeks. I'm going to continue to try to make more and more and more and more money. Now, the crypto part is what I want to talk about. You saw yesterday I was buying 60-something thousand dollars worth of crypto, throwing it in there. I wanted to juice it up a little bit. There wasn't that much in there at that particular moment in time. You take that away, all I had in there, if we take 60-something thousand out, you're looking at about 90,000. For everybody saying, Mo, that's a ton of money. I had like 1.2 to 1.4 million in before I took it out. Now I'm waiting to get through September and see what happens, because I am bullish for the last quarter. I know there's some people out there that are not bullish, and I know you guys know that I'm trying to play the big four, the four horsemen. Four horsemen I call Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and XRP. They're the four horsemen of my portfolio. We're going to see what they do. I added in the latest horseman, Solana. They have been doing well, and we're going to see which one makes me the most money or loses me the most money. Now you can say I don't see any Bitcoin in here. You're gonna see some Bitcoin. I'm right now. I'm just kind of playing out the cards, seeing what we got, putting a little bit in XRP, putting a little bit in Ethereum. Solana's at 23. I'll probably get Solana up to equal ranges here, and then buy $60,000 worth of Bitcoin. That'll get me up to a cool $250,000 in there, and of course that's getting there now. Remember, my goal is to have $1 million in by the end of the month, and so we're already 1/3 of the way through, and I'm not quite on pace, but that was the plan, to start a little slower and start to do bigger buys as I got confirmations. Now, you see what I got. You see what I'm doing. I'm looking to buy more. I will tell you this right now. All I need to really feel great about this, and I'll be blunt for XRP. And you guys who followed me on the day trading yesterday, we went 3-0, undefeated, still haven't had a losing play. Didn't have a losing play last week. We're 16 days in a row in winning. It's been fantastic. It's the best run I've ever had. Now, of course, it's going to come to an end pretty soon. But man, let's hope it's not for a few more days. I'll be doing it again Thursday. So anyways, you can see what we got going on here. I'm not going to be shocked if we come down here and hit off of this support and then bounce up. But what I think could happen is that we could get up there above that 3 in the next 48 hours. We get above that 3 and we start running and close a candle out. Oh, that's good. But what we really need to close above, and I'll put it right here. 290, what is that, 296, 297? 297. We need to hit 297 or higher. 298, 299. We get a closing candle, 298, 299. That's good. We want to get above $3 though, and then confirm. That tells me everything I need to know. It tells me the money is flowing the right way for XRP, and we should be able to start to see some volatility in the right direction. In other words, we want to see some volume, volatility, but pushing it up like people are panicking to run into it. And that's what I'm looking for. Now, we'll go to the weekly candles on this just to make sure everybody sees what I'm seeing. And so far, like I said, the weekly candles on these, you guys can see what I'm watching right here. Bounced off the 13, and we got a nice green weekly candle going. I'm expecting next week would be much the same, until it isn't. In other words, we could get up to that $3 to all the way up to that 325 zone in here. And you can see it was resistance, resistance, resistance. Down we come. We could go back up and retest that. That's where I think the first major resistance will come. Well, actually is up there around 325. And the good news is if we're buying down here at 290, 295, and you go to 325, well, that's a 10% gain right there. And that's good, because then you can start taking profit if you want, if you don't trust it or whatever. And I'll be leading the way here, telling you what I'm seeing for sure, because I don't want everybody out there guessing, of course. I don't tell people what to buy and sell, but I do share what I'm doing, and I've been on fire. And my technicals are spot on, so we'll continue to watch those. We'll even take a look at the hour candles for people watching at this particular hour. What you see right now is It's been up we go and down we go. Now we're on the 50 EMA. Now I call these bottle rockets. Other people know these as hammers. They look like hammers, right? And the good news is a nice green hammer. We finish out the hour here. We should be able to start moving higher. Normally we do. All right, folks. That's the update for now. I'm going to be doing some trading today. It's going to be a wild day, actually. So if you haven't joined the Discord through Patreon, all you got to do is use that second link down there to put in code NEW at checkout, like I showed you right here when you check out for either learner or earner. But if you want to watch the live streams and everything else, you want to do earner. The first link down below, though, that is the webinar. If you haven't done the webinar yet, get in there. It's time you take your learning to the next level. This is your chance to go ahead and start seeing what you need to do to learn how to learn the technicals. All right? All right, folks, that's what I got for you today. I will see you in the Discord.